The kids are awake, so you're probably going to hear them walking around upstairs.
This is the Rogue Podcast.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Morgan.
We live together
Work together.
and raise 4 kids together.
But she did the dishes this morning, even though I clearly said that I would do them.
And she laughs at everything. See? Okay, today we're going to talk about fashion fails and wins through the decades, starting in the 50s. And I'm going to start this by saying you're probably going to disagree with us. Don't come for us for it.
Don't hurt my feelings. I cry easy.
We all have opinions. We're allowed to have them.
I can be swayed.
I cannot. All right, so we're going to start with the 50s. And the fail I have has made it through the decades and it's still a fail to me. And it's the slicked back hair. Can't
On men?
on anybody. I just don't like it.
Oh, I could get behind. Some people I think look good with that little like middle part. And this it's very popular right now.
Yeah, with
This
little bun at
this
the
little
end
buck
on the bottom.
the little slick back bun. Uh, I think some people look so good with it. I'm just not one of those
I know.
people.
I think there's some people who I'm like, "Ah, okay, okay, but like it's just not it's not for me. I don't
Okay.
and there's where the hate's gonna come
And there's when the hate. I have a hard time. I prepared this list and I literally can't remember what I didn't like about the 50s because I love that era so much. I'm gonna have like a whole list of ones I liked. But um I have a hard time thinking about, I guess, just like the lack of comfort. I feel like I remember pointy boobs, those bras.
in.
They just like so structured, and that's kind of, but all their outfits were so structured.
Yeah,
Um, the comfort level in the 50s was not on high.
no.
That's a rough one for me. I like some
The
stretch.
pointy boobs. And like not even just like pointy, but boobs that just don't look like boobs.
No, they were like triangles.
Yeah.
Boobs are soft and round.
Yep.
Not, I'm holding one right now.
My win for the 50s is poodle skirts. I will I wear one
I will.
ever? No, probably not. I love me a poodle skirt.
I do too. I even, and it's not just the skirts either. They had those dresses that were very like that kind of that same like shape. I love every single one of them. I'm someone who, when I watch a movie about a certain era, era, I everything inside me wants to just cosplay that era for like a month and a half. Like if I see a Audrey Hepburn movie, I want to dress up.
I was I want to say seventh grade, and we had to make a commercial. It was like our end of year finals project. There was a group of us. I can't even remember exactly who was in the group. If you were in it, please comment because somebody needs to remember this. And we did, I think it was like a juice, and it was called like Fizzle Frazzle or something. And we set it up in the 50s, and we all wore poodle skirts, and we rollerbladed in it, and it
Adorable.
was amazing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I could probably attempt to find the commercial. Like, I bet the school still has records of all these things.
Yeah.
The quality of that video is probably awful.
It's probably pretty bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
but that was, I don't even remember what class it was in. It was the best project I've ever done in my life, I think. It's great.
My win for the 50s, I've got a few, but specifically like men greasers,
Hmm.
black pants, tight white t-shirt with the rolled sleeves, and their hair was kind of slick, but they had like a lot of texture going on in the front.
Grease.
Yeah. Yeah, just think grease and I'm into
Yeah.
it. Into it.
And
James
even with the,
Dean, like,
yeah, I say even with the push skirts, they had,
yeah. I also we watched Why Women Kill.
hmm
And one of those was set in the 50s, and everything about their outfits, like the women of, what is that? What's the term I'm looking for? Like women of leisure or
yeah.
whatever they were. Like stunning,
hmm
stunning outfits. Um, yeah, that's I just and their hair.
Yeah.
So much effort and time put into the updos then,
Yeah.
which I think is super cool. And I used to, when I was like in eighth grade, I used to like do that at home on the weekends, like do fancy hairdos for fun. I was excellent at a French twist. I was really into Desperate Housewives.
Yo, yes,
And
me too.
Brie used to do a French twist a lot, and I taught myself how to do it because I was obsessed.
Like wearing your hair up isn't as common as it used to be. Like even
Like updo things.
yeah, updos or like anything. I wore a messy bun from sixth grade to sophomore year.
Mhm.
My hair was always in a messy bun. I don't remember the last time I put my hair in a messy bun.
Mine was this morning. Yeah.
I mean, as like a
Like go out to
like
do
going out
yeah.
to do stuff.
I the more I've embraced my curly hair, the more I wear it up because I think it looks really cute. Even just half up, but like up a lot.
Right.
Um my haircut also just like looks better.
Yeah.
When it's down, I'm like getting used to the shape of it.
Yeah. All right. My fail for the 60s is the crazy tights.
Boo on you.
They all I can think of is LuLaRoe.
Stop it. That's my 2010s. We'll get there.
That's all I can think of every single time I see it. I really liked the dresses they wore with the
Oh,
crazy
the
tights.
little short, those
Yeah.
are so cute.
They
Is
also
that called a
usually,
smock dress?
yeah, something like that. They also usually just did like conflicting patterns between the dress and the tight.
Yeah,
I can't.
you're not a conflicting. I was watching All American yesterday, and the outfits on that show are usually like spot on, but Mrs. Baker was wearing this outfit, and she showed up to like a law class or something,
Hmm.
and she had plaid pants and a polka dot shirt on, but the polka dots were almost in squares, if that makes sense. And they were like different
With sending him.
it was I couldn't do it.
I also have another fail for the 60s, and it's the futuristic fashion.
Oh,
Uh, they were wrong
they were wrong.
in what the future fashion was going to
It
be.
was like outer space
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, they
vibes.
did. It was very,
You're not into like the metallics?
no. They also, from my research and like trying to find some of these things, they did a lot of space puns, which is funny
Hmm.
because you have some, and they're a big thing now.
Yeah.
They just didn't do them correctly.
It's really interesting to me like the head placement
Yeah,
of different eras and like because obviously like right now half up ones are always like right on the top of your head and like some of the side things are kind of weird and I even like the low ones sometimes.
yeah,
Um but yeah, it's like really matters. My fail for the 60s ascots on men specifically, like Freddy from Scooby Doo.
yeah,
Why? All but, however, you know those like high-necked dresses with the ascot on a woman? Adorable.
yeah,
Just like men were just searching for an accessory
yeah, and not a good one.
and they didn't find it there.
No.
No good. My win for the 60s, go-go boots.
Mm,
I love go-go boots. I would own some now.
yeah, mine kind of goes with that. Mine are bell bottoms.
Oh, love bell
I love
bottoms.
me a good bell bottom.
I can't wear them because my legs are so short that it's like it has to start at the knee and then my fat is above that, so it's like it's just not, like there's no longness in the middle to make it work. It's not cute.
I just don't own a pair of bell bottoms currently,
You should.
obviously, but I remember wearing them a lot in like middle school.
Hmm. Although I think we just called them flares then.
Yeah,
Also in the 60s, I just dug a lot of it. The bright colors are not something that I would wear now, but seeing pictures of it, I'm like, God, that looks cool.
they're also bright while being muted at like the same time.
Yeah.
They did a very good
It wasn't like
microbraces.
neon. It was like you did that, but put a sepia tone over the
Yeah,
top of it, if that makes sense.
yeah, no, they did a really good job with their bright colors. They were good bright colors.
Hmm.
Yes.
And some of the patterns I would look at in real life and go, oh God. But again, if you see,
Yeah, in the era made sense.
yeah.
I also really liked the um like color combos they would do.
Mhm.
I feel like we kind of dabbled around in that in like the early 2000s, that people were doing a lot like weirder color combos. All I can think of in the early 2000s is fucking hot pink and black. Everybody did it.
Yeah.
They all thought they were so cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now I can't do a single thing that's hot pink and black together
Because
because
you
it's like
flashbacks. Like,
trauma.
yeah.
Don't do it.
Yep.
Um, we're at 70.
70s.
My 70s fail is probably going to get me some hate because it's coming back a little bit, and it's double denim.
That's a lot.
It's so much denim. What are they? It's the
The Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian tuxedo. Yeah, I don't
You know what? I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this because I wouldn't wear it myself, but I've seen some outfits where there's like a mix of denim colors.
see, and that's where I am. If you're going to do double denim, they need to be the exact same color denim for it to make sense to my
See,
brain.
I prefer the difference.
Yeah,
Like, and I will say something that's coming back now while we're talking about denim real quick. Like a floor length denim skirt, never for me. Not one time. My 70s fail. I we're just lucky now we have more products that dry ass hair.
I thought that was your 80s.
No.
Okay.
No, it was my 70s fail because there was a lot of them that did like really, really long straight hair. The ends were always crunchy. It's because they were laying their heads sideways on an ironing board, or when they tried to make it curly. It's like I don't know if it was like the way they were doing their hair
Hmm.
or what it was, but it was crunchy looking.
Yeah.
That's not for me. I liked this is going to be probably controversial. Your husband would go, ew, no. The jumpsuits with like a deep slit denim a lot of the time, or just like structured. I thought they were so cool looking.
I saw a really pretty corduroy, like an orange color that had a collar when I was doing this, and it had like the really deep slit. It was so pretty.
Yeah, and that's for little tiny skinny girls with absolutely no boobies. I've never been that before, so it's probably why I'm attracted to it.
My win for the 70s is the body positivity outfits that like you accentuate what you got. It didn't matter what size you were in the 70s, you were wearing tight clothing
Mm,
and working it.
hmm.
And I liked that
Yeah,
mainly because everybody I saw didn't look like me. They looked great in their
of
outfits.
course they did. That's why they saved those pictures. They got rid
Yep.
of the other ones. Are we on to the 80s now?
Yep.
Okay, my 80s fail was the weird fucking layering.
In clothing?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like specifically and obviously most of the time neon shades, but like why are we putting a leotard over shorts? And then there's like wristbands and ankle, but like there's
And like
just
the vests over like big poofy.
oh, see, that one's not quite as bad for me. For me, it was mostly like the athletic wear
Hmm.
situation. That layering was just odd. Like, why did that order make sense?
I don't know.
It
I think
didn't.
it's adorable now. My fail for the 80s is the mullet.
Oh no, she's gonna get canceled.
Cancel me. I don't care. I'm never going to be into it. I will say, I have seen a few kids. I also just want to know, do your kids ask for a mullet? Or
They
do you
do.
think it's cute and just
No,
decide to do
the
it?
kids ask.
I've seen some 5-year-olds with mullets. My 5-year-old's not asking for a mullet.
Mm,
Anyway, I digress. I have seen some that are not bad, but they're ones that are like a faux mullet,
yeah,
if that
it's
gets.
like they cut the sides short, but then they leave this, and this long, but it doesn't go down too
Yeah, and
far.
it's not like long, long. It's just like tapered. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't with the mullet
all just 80s hair in general was the most.
in the worst way.
In the worst way. It was the most. Like just the volume, the ozone layer ruining just I just don't think poofy is overly attractive. It just makes your hair look dry and crunchy.
Um, we can get into this a little bit more when we get into the 90s because my parents, in fact, grew up in like the 80s, 90s. Um, there's so many pictures I see of my mom from the 80s where I'm like, what are you doing with your hair? And then there's pictures I see of my mom from the 90s. I remember one specifically that was always on my grandmother's wall. I don't know if it was like a high school picture or what it was, and my mom's hair was stunning. It was curly, it was super long. She had a lot of poof. It was the 90s. They all did.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was really pretty.
Mm.
Um, did we do wins yet?
Yeah, no, we did not because
My win for the 80s is oversized clothing. They did it so well.
they were comfortable as fuck.
They were comfortable, they looked good, their outfits made
It
sense.
draped in a way that didn't make them look large.
Yeah, I feel
It,
like we're doing oversized clothing again.
hmm
I think we're kind of coming out of it a little bit. It was more of like an early 2020s trend. Um, they did it so well no matter what size they were. They looked comfortable.
hmm
And it's always like a little tweak, like a little roll of a sleeve. And you're like, there it is. Perfection.
Acid wash for me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't mind an acid wash.
I like an acid wash.
Yeah, especially that like black one.
And like a good one. I
Yeah.
don't want it to look like you like splattered paint on my pants.
No.
Yeah, I like an acid wash.
Yeah.
I used to have an acid wash jean jacket that I was obsessed with. Okay, so my fail for the 90s is shorts that were low rise and short, short, short. They looked like
Micro shorts.
little thin pieces
We're
of.
both thinking of the same girl that we went to high school with. Well, I guess she went to my high school, but she was at the high school and she did it. And now she has a child who dresses exactly the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're awful.
I remember that as a kid. I don't remember, like, when doing this research, I don't remember seeing adults like that. So it's probably just like why it skipped my mind.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't
ooh,
know. I was never that person. I obviously wore low-rise jeans or
hmm
shorts or whatever everybody did. They didn't make them any other way. The short, the low-rise shorts and then short shorts was never a thing for me.
I had a few.
They're so tiny.
I was also probably shouldn't have been wearing it. We're not going to worry about it. Uh, my 90s fail is the little tiny sunglasses, like in color, like blue.
Hmm.
I can picture this picture of Justin Timberlake in my brain.
Yeah.
And like had a famous picture of the same thing. Like those were so, they're not cute and they're not helping you block out the sun. I do not like them.
My win for the 90s is backwards caps and beanies.
Mm,
I love me a good beanie. I feel like the 90s really started the backwards cap thing, and we've like adapted it over the years.
mhm.
And there's some people who shouldn't wear a backwards cap, but then there's some people who flip their hat about around and you're like, yep,
I'm taking my clothes off now.
yep,
That's all it's
let's
happened.
go.
That's I agree. Backwards hats always do it for me. And I love the 90s fashion
Hmm.
in general anyway. It's obviously when I was born in 91. Like I got to see
That's a thing.
it's
It's like the decade you were born
you just
in
like it
is
because it's
always like
nostalgic.
your more favorite.
Hmm
Because I was a 93 baby, so I was like young for most of the 90s, but I feel like a lot of that also carried into the early 2000s, and I am obsessed with it.
Have you seen the girl on TikTok who it's like POV, you're a mom getting ready in the 90s, and she does all these different outfits to like the old country songs? I love her, and every single one of them
Yep.
on point, so good. Um, I think some of the ones I had on my list were sundresses. That like I've got it a little bit kind of on today, but in the 2024 version, like that brownie
Mm,
lipstick. Um, yeah, just
the
good
90s
stuff.
were good.
They were and chunky shoes. I went
Hmm.
through a phase where I didn't like them in the early 2000s, but like who the fuck was wearing pointy-toed kitten heels? Bad people we were, but yeah, like a good chunky shoe.
Yep. My early 2000s fail, I have three of them.
I have a list.
Belly chains. I hated them. They came back. I hated them again.
I think they're cute.
Velour tracksuits. I wore them
We've almost bought
aplenty.
matching velour pajamas multiple times just to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's very cute. So my cousin, in fact, went as the Cheetah Girls one year for Halloween,
Mhm.
and they all wore obviously the velour tracksuits. Adorable. It's cute in that circumstance. Don't be wearing.
It's like a cute 13-year-old girl moment. It's not a fashion statement, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I wore me some polar
Of
tracksuits.
course you did.
I
Just
did.
juicy. Right
Yep,
on your not juicy butt.
I sure did. I will burn every inch of that. And Uggs is my last jeans.
I
I
was
was an
hoping you.
Ugg girl.
Of course you were.
I was an Ugg girl. They were awful.
Were they real or were they knockoffs?
No, mine were real, and they were terrible. So Uggs are obviously very much still a thing. They're so much better now,
Yeah.
though. Yeah, they stunk.
And everybody wore them all of the
All
time.
summer long.
Nasty.
They were so bad.
So bad. Mine on this was low-rise jeans for sure. If anyone they're trying to bring it back now. We talked about this before. Not fucking happening.
Burn them at the stake.
Burn them at the stake like witches. And then trucker hats. Like I can just picture Lindsay Lohan.
We disagree on this one. I'm
I
taking a
know.
trucker hat.
It doesn't do it for me. I just don't like it.
There's a contestant on. Contestant doesn't feel like the right word. Oh, what was she on? Love is Blind, I
I'm
believe.
going to make an amendment.
Okay.
Okay. It's the way it was done. It wasn't really the hat for me. The stick straight hair, the hat too big for the head, everything else that was going on in the outfit. Because I was just thinking of other people and I can picture like a really cute mom with like a little low messy bun like doing that and little hangy down pieces and it would be fine.
I love me a trucker.
Uh, the straight hair early 2000s version of it was not for me. What else? Jelly shoes,
Oh my God, I almost put that, but I didn't want to have four. Why were we so obsessed with these fucking shoes?
sweat city,
Awful.
disgusting.
Awful.
Again, a kitten heel.
Hmm.
No. A
I
point, like an extreme pointy toe.
I clearly and vividly remember a school shopping trip once with my dad where I bought 6 pairs of them jelly shoes. I loved them.
Mhm. I think my win for this is you're not going to agree with, but we'll say emo style. I fucking love the scene.
Okay,
I do every big teased hair, swoopy bang, skinny jean situation. I don't care. I just love it.
I loved it until it was taken too far. When they did every possible thing you could do to be emo, it was too much for me. If you had, like, I, in fact, had a few of the haircuts, 1000%. I don't remember any of them, but I did. Um, I didn't hate it. It was my favorite. Mine is this is I feel like when women started dressing a little bit more masculine,
Hmm.
like the blazers and stuff like that, and I love that look.
Hmm.
And statement tees. I love me a good statement tee.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with those.
All right, the 2010s. My first fail is neon colors. I just can't. I can't
So
do
like
it.
you didn't like it in the 80s either.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in the 80s it made a little bit more sense. It was the thing, everybody was doing it. I think that's the big difference nowadays versus the 70s and the 80s is everybody did it. So
Hmm.
you did it and it made sense. Now we have so many people who follow some trends and don't follow others and the neon colors is just something that not everybody did, but when you did do it, you did it.
Hmm.
You did the damn thing. You wore them from head to toe. Not a neon person. And also skinny jeans with heels. It looks awful to me. I can't.
For me, see, for me in high school, this is how I related this one. Like I didn't do a lot of research. I just thought of myself because I graduated in 2009, so like kind of
Hmm.
following. There was this girl I went to school with that would wear a pair of bootcut jeans and a hoodie, but she would wear heels. I'm like, girl, that don't make no damn sense. I don't understand. Which commit to one of them. Fuck.
For me, skinny jeans, they're also not really a thing anymore. I still love me a good skinny jean.
Same.
But mine are like ever so slightly cropped, usually. And I wear them with sandals. I wear them with my Vans a lot, or like my
Hmm.
Converse, or they go into boots. Stop wearing them with heels.
See, I don't hate that.
Oh, I hate
I
it.
like it with a wedge.
No, I can't. It looks so weird to me.
Hmm. Uh, oh, wait, shit. I've lost my train of thought. Well, I thought we'd talk about some other things that we haven't prepared after, like other random things in fashion that aren't necessarily generational that we hate, because a French bob's on my list. Uh, I can't remember.
This one could also be a little shorter. We could just use the excuse that it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
Let me just go into wins.
Yeah, go into your wins and all.
My wins for the 2010s are boyfriend style everything. Love them. Boyfriend jeans. I think I struggled a little bit wearing them in the 2010s because I didn't know how to,
Hmm.
but they're still sort of a thing now,
I
and I feel like I do a little
I
bit better at
appreciate that in the 2010s now, and it's another thing I love from the 90s. Anything that's like grunge reminiscent,
it.
love it. I love grunge.
And then bomber jackets was my other thing.
Yeah.
Love me a good bomber jacket.
Uh, I do know there was a weird moment in time where it was like probably early 2010s where there was some more weird layering, like t-shirts with a tank top over the top.
Yep.
And like I did it a lot. Or
I
like double polos because we were trying to be the 80s again.
Yeah,
It
I
was
don't know.
weird.
I have so many things that are now like popping into my head for the 2010s. Bumpets. Why did we do that?
No, I never had one, but I wanted to so bad. But at the time, I had so much hair, I just teased the fuck out of
Oh,
it.
I did some bumpets or some sock buns that
I don't,
you made with your dad's grungy old long
I
socks.
did not do that.
Oh, I did.
I went and bought the little foam guy.
Nope, I did. They didn't have those at first. Um, oh, those are two that just like
Really
made its way into
popped it
my
right into your
brain.
brain. I'm just trying to think of like my college years and the things I did and didn't like.
See,
Are
I graduated in 2011, so like I'm trying to think of my senior photos.
yeah.
Statement necklaces.
Oh my God, Leah Sophia, stop it.
Yep, I had a teal one with a teal shirt in my senior photos. Thankfully, I cannot find any of them anymore.
I have always felt like I'm suffocating in a necklace. I'd love to find a dainty one I just like forget is there, and I've done it a couple of times recently and then just like taken it off for whatever reason. But like then I tried on to be like, I literally feel like I'm gonna die. I can't do it. They're ugly. Glad I don't have any photos of that because I couldn't keep them on my body.
Oh, I know a big one that you and I have talked about a lot.
Mm.
The cami underneath a t-shirt.
Oh God, we were layering every
That
day of our lives.
it was like a comfort thing for
Yes,
me
me too.
because I always got them like a size too small and they cinched me in a little
Yeah,
bit.
it was like
And
early shapewear.
I did that into like the late teens of the
Oh, same.
20s.
I was in college doing the same thing. And when I finally stopped, I was like,
I'm
it
like,
was physically uncomfortable for me for not to
yeah, I
not.
was like an adult with kids, still throwing on a cami underneath my t-shirts,
Yeah.
and like even my like baggier t-shirts,
Yeah.
because it was comfort for
Yeah,
me.
I don't
And
it
then
was a
one
whole
day I
thing.
was like, why am I doing
You
this?
know,
And I just stopped.
same. Like what?
Yep,
This is dirty in two
yep,
shirts every day of my
yep.
life. This doesn't make any
And
sense.
I just stopped, and I haven't ever done it since.
Yeah.
And I'm so much more comfortable.
I'm gonna say our prom dresses. That was another one of my 80s ones I forgot. Their prom dresses were so bad. So bad. I
Pointy
loved
shoulders.
me uh like the 2010s prom dresses. And that was after I graduated. Like or my senior year. My senior year was cute. I just like a little strapless number. I liked it. Um but our prom dresses were really cute. There's
Even it being over a decade later, like thinking back to what I wore, I really liked almost all of them.
we did a theme for
Hmm.
both of our formal dances. And I was a big theme as we've discussed. I like to dress up. So like my freshman year, the prom was 20s themed. So I had oh, maybe it was I don't know, but I did that, you know, that hairstyle, I don't know what it's called, where it's like all wrapped up all the way around.
Mm, yep.
I did that in this little like green dress. It was really cute. And then one year it was like casino, so I had like a pink silky V-neck thing with a high slit, and there was some like layers. And then my senior year, I don't even really remember what the theme was. It was just supposed to be like we were like not saying it's Twilight vibes, but like it was the Twilight gazebo vibes. My best friend's grandfather built a gazebo for the stage, covered it in lights, and we all took pictures under it, and it was really cute.
We did themes, but not like as specific. Like I remember one year was like under the sea,
Hmm.
so everybody was in like blues and greens, and
And like they probably found those like the layered
and
sequin
we had
look.
like lights hanging from the ceiling, and it looked like they were like intertwined with like seaweed, and it was pretty.
Hmm.
Um, I just kept on saying that I loved all of my prom dresses, and now the only one I can think of is my senior one, only because it was a catastrophe.
What happened?
We ordered it from one of those websites that's like in China, and it showed up 2 days before prom and was huge, huge. So my aunt to the rescue, she's gonna listen to this, and I don't want to give her any more credit than I need to. Um, had a seamstress that she knew in Millinocket, and she
Banged it out for you.
no, maybe it was too small. I don't remember, but she fixed it. Like the day before prom, I didn't pick it up until the morning of prom.
Oh, I had one year, I had the same circumstance, only I didn't, oh God, it was, my junior year. I don't know if it was prom. I don't think so because it was short. It's probably winter formal. Um, and it was 60s theme. So I ordered this dress that was patterned. I got it from like Forever 21 or something online. It got there the day before, and my boobs did not fit inside of it. They just like muffined over. It was so bad. And I had this pink dress. Like it zipped fine though. So I put this like long sleeve dress underneath it and just like threw it over it was bad. It was bad. The photos, and then I got my hair done and I wanted it to be curly. God love her. She used a barrel that was really small and then she didn't brush them out. So it was just like fucking Shirley Temple and this bad layered moment. And this like, my mother still has them to this day, 6-inch pair of mustard heels. It was a,
I feel like the worst part, my senior year prom dress was like a really pretty purple color.
Mhm.
The worst part of all of my prom photos is the 4 years I was in high school, I had the blondest yellow hair and it was awful. In the moment, it was great. It was what everybody, I mean, I was blonde, so
that honey blonde.
yeah, it was bad. It didn't go with that purple dress at all. But anyway, where are you 2020 Sam? Yes.
Yep.
My 2020's fail is flared leggings. They're not flared leggings, they're
Those are
yoga
yoga pants.
pants. They are yoga pants. Get
They,
it right.
they already had a fucking name.
It's not even the fact that I don't like the actual article of clothing.
You don't like the
I
name?
don't mind yoga pants.
Me
The fact
either.
that I haven't bought any as an adult is so weird to me because I lived in them in
Same.
the
I
20s,
can think
in
of
the
this
2010s.
I can think of this one specific pair that were like my fucking comfort pants.
Yeah, I also
I
had
remember
those
how
like
they felt,
ones
what they looked like.
that you fold down the top and they were like colored or patterned. I was obsessed with yoga pants. They're not called flared leggings,
They are not.
and that's where I stand on.
Very strongly. For me, 2020 is trying to bring back weird shit from the past that I didn't like the first time. Real baggy jorts
Yeah.
that go down to the knee on a girl are not the move for me. It's so popular right now. I'm like, that's nice that you like that. I hate it.
My other fail for the 2020s is crop tops, and I know we feel differently about this.
I got one on right now.
I don't mind. Okay, I will agree in 2010s our t-shirts were too long. I don't know why we did it.
We
They were
did
so long.
because we thought we had to cover our vaginas all the time.
And our butts, you could not wear leggings unless you had a tunic shirt that covered your butt. I mean,
I'm
it was
like,
like a
now I'm
normal
like,
thing at our school.
say hello to the camel.
Yeah,
My butt crack showing also.
but I will never, I don't care how small I am, I will never be comfortable enough in a full crop top. I won't do it.
I'm good with it. Also, like, I've learned my body type a little bit more now, and so I think I'm kind of dressing more for what my proportions are.
Mhm.
And I have a really, really long torso, and I have really short legs, and so I feel like it looks better on me to wear higher rise pants and kind of break up my torso a little bit, and also it covers my fupa. So that's where I'm at. I like a crop.
My win for the 2020s is leather. I love me some leather. So I will always be on board with leather. And I feel like people are wearing a lot more of it now.
Mhm.
Some of them are not doing it so well, but I just like me some leather. And then square necklines. I love a good square neckline.
We don't own one thing.
No, I love them though.
I have to go looking.
Yep.
I feel like another one for you is fashion, but like all the way around, like the clean aesthetic thing.
Hmm.
You just love that.
Yeah, I do. I also have pulled, okay, I like the clean aesthetic in so many aspects of my life, in my nails and my makeup, in my hair most of the time. But I also pull in a little bit of my, I don't know if you would really call this like my skater girl vibes. I still rock my Vans.
Yeah, I love them.
I rock my Converse. I am still into the skinny jeans with said shoes,
Hmm.
which are not really the clean girl aesthetic.
Distressed pants.
Yeah, I like that's I feel like a fail for me, the distressed pants, because why are they removing all of the pant? The holes are so big now. I could fit.
I love distressed pants, but I'm like trying to find the right pair.
Yeah,
Takes 6 years.
because they're
They're
gone.
hacking.
They're doing so much.
Yeah.
So much.
Uh, did I already say it with my 2020 fails?
No.
My wins for 2020s are a couple of things. One being I feel like the body positivity movement is like really coming into effect. And that's, I think, part of why I'm into the clothes I'm into now is because I played the fake it till you make it with my own confidence kind of
Mhm.
thing. Like I used to try and hide my body 90% of the time, which was more of a mental issue than anything. And so I just started wearing whatever the fuck I wanted, and I feel like a lot of people are doing that, and I love to see it. Like outfits from all different eras. I see people just wearing what they want for them, not to impress anybody, not to get the attention of a man, whatever. I'm just digging the whole confidence thing.
Yeah, I feel like the 2020s were really not, and I kind of said this earlier before, everybody was doing the same thing. And I feel like now we're really, everybody's doing their own thing
Mhm.
instead of just following the norm,
Yeah.
which there really isn't a norm anymore.
Not
So,
too much. There's like trends that come and go and whatever, but
yeah.
like overall across the board, people are just kind of doing their own thing. The fact that 90s and grunge things are coming back so hard right now, I love it so much.
I feel like that's probably why more people are doing their own thing is because trends now are coming and going so quickly
Hmm.
that there's no way to keep
Right.
up with it.
Uh, there are a few other items that like I don't necessarily relate to an era that I'm like, oh, I'm always gonna love that, or oh, it's been 30 years and I still can hate that. Um, long like Bermuda shorts that we wore in the early 2000s have like come and gone throughout the years. I don't like them. Never. I don't think I'm ever gonna like them. A French bob.
She feels strongly about
I
this.
feel strongly about a French bob. I used to watch America's Next Top Model religiously, and there'd be the one girl, and I'm like, no.
I actually don't mind a French bob that much.
I
Never.
just
There's some people that I feel like it goes really well with. Um, I'm trying to think of. Oh, this is not a thing that's been around for super long. Or I guess it was kind of like a '60s thing, and then it came back. A micro bag. Stop. I can't.
I have seen some raunchy micro bangs, but every once in a while I see a super alternative girl just with
It's
like,
definitely people that it looks
and I'm like, oh, you're the vibe. I'm never gonna do it myself.
micro
I don't mind a short bang too on a lot of people, like not like a boop micro bang, but like
a little shorter.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
an inch or so above the eyebrows. I can get behind that all day.
And I know there's a lot of people who are like dead against bangs in general.
Oh yeah, they're big. They're big right now.
Yeah,
Like a curtain bang, love them.
I was in fact a dead against bangs person for a long time because I got that terrible set of bangs when I was like 8 that were so bad.
Thick, blunt. No
And now I've
taper.
had bangs.
3 4 years.
Yeah, a couple
Mhm.
of years, and I'm obsessed
I've had on and off. Yes, I've got them. No, I don't. Now
with
they're
them.
long. Now they're short. And I like playing with it. I think it's fun.
Another thing I'm never gonna be able to understand is and okay, as a child, you look adorable. As an adult, it's weird to me. The socks that are longer and you fold them down and they've got the little ruffle. Why are we doing this?
Um,
With like I call it a tennis skirt,
like
but
a schoolgirl moment.
like the pleated,
It's like a fetish thing, and I get it.
it's weird to me. It can be your fetish. You don't have to walk around living your life like that. It's weird.
I mean, that's why people like it. Not necessarily the ones who wear it, I
What do you mean
guess,
the
but like,
ones who wear it?
yeah.
Why are you wearing that? You are a 35-year-old woman. Put the fluffy socks away.
But they were very popular with the poodle skirts too, the bobby socks.
Yeah, and that was okay for
They
me.
were they were like sneakers, and they had their frilly socks, and they had the long skirts, and
Yeah,
just kind of all matched. I don't
there's
know.
also such a big thing right now with the height of your socks.
Like you know
Like,
people's age based on what their socks are.
it's fun to me. I, I mean, I wear certain socks for certain
Yeah,
circumstances.
same.
I
I also have really fucking short legs. There's not a lot of ankle. It goes ankle calf. Like
am obviously born in the 90s, so I love me a no-show sock when I want my socks not to show. Um,
you're not gonna wear a high rise sock with a fucking set of Vans.
yeah.
But like, you know what? I like when dudes do it. For some reason, dudes with Vans and like a tall sock and their little. Oh, I haven't mentioned this yet. Short shorts on men. Thank God, loving it. Show me the gams, men. That's they call them hoochie daddy shorts,
Yeah, I don't really care either way. I, in fact, have a husband in my life who will never.
but he would look so good in them.
He will never. We will go school shopping for the boys, and they're also starting to do it with like little kids' clothing. The shorts are much shorter, and he
Mhm.
won't even let me buy them. No.
Oh, Joey tried to do the same thing with Graham, and I was like, no. Like they don't have to be calf length shorts,
No,
guys.
it's also short, so it
Yeah,
would be fine on him. My children have legs
they do have
for
they
days.
do.
They will look
And I'm
silly.
not even talking like they're not shorty. They're just like a little bit above the
Yeah,
knee.
that's what they're
Like,
called now, I think, is above the knee shorts.
yeah.
And I don't know what the inseam is,
Yeah, no,
but
your kids would have a lot hanging out and mine just doesn't.
they would look silly.
His is literally like this much above his kneecap max.
Yeah, no, mine would be like mid thigh.
Yeah, they would.
They would look silly.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to think of others men's fashion because we haven't talked a ton about men's.
no,
Um,
I think little kids' fashion right now is on point.
yeah.
There are so many good things they're doing. Like, I really hope 20 years from now my kids don't look back and go, "What did I wear?"
What did you put me in?
I hope we don't have that because there's some things from my childhood that I'm like, "Why did I wear that?" And then there's some
My
things
mom
that
used to
I'm
put
like,
me in this
"Oh,
fucking
that's so
cat
good."
outfit. It was like it was red, it had cats, there were buttons, and it was like it had like a ruffle bottom and a pair of stirrup pants. And this when I was first grade, my mom would strap me into this outfit, and I would want to just crawl into a ball. And I'd get there, and my a million year old first grade teacher, Mrs. Bean, would be like, "I love your outfit, and I love cats," and I'm like, "Kill me." Or that was some trauma. I remember the outfit, and I remember all of it to this day.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really like the and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one because I feel like I like it so much because especially little girls are dressing less like little girls. Like I see so many shirts and I'm like, that's cute. Does it come in my size? Because like I'd wear that.
But not in an inappropriate way.
Yeah,
They're just
not
dressing like tiny
inappropriately.
humans, not
Okay,
tiny
right.
hoochies.
And yeah, I don't know. It just looks so good. We're also very big on that with our own children. Like my husband hates him like a monster hoodie or like
I
when they
like it
look
on a
like
baby,
or
but
like
not
when they
on
look
like,
like bears
mm-hmm.
or hates
Oh, I
them.
like that on a tiny little
He
baby.
hates them.
That-
So our kids have always dressed like little men
Yeah,
instead of little boys. And
I
I know some people are going to disagree with
I do love, and this is for of all ages, like the jogger. moment we're having right now on the men, on little boys, like girls. I think they're just cute on everyone except me.
I love joggers.
I love them.
My
I
kids
just,
are a big fan of joggers. My husband hates them, but he wears them because it looks good.
cause you go, I really like it when you wear those pants, and he's like, for you, I wear the pants.
I have one that I feel like is starting to go away, and I'm upset about it. I love me a good cardigan.
Oh yeah, had an emotional support
Yep.
accessory for many years, and it was that cardigan over everything, every outfitted
Mhm.
pants, dresses. Yes, yes, yes.
I feel like there's like not fully going away. There's obviously still people who wear them. They're wearing them a little differently now, I think,
Mhm.
but no, I love me some good cardigans.
Yep. Have you seen that one on TikTok? That's the big checkers.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'll have to send it to you. It's all over my TikTok and it looks so
Mm,
comfortable. And we do love us a checkered moment.
we sure do.
Hence.
I feel like something with men's fashion, they're starting to bring back the dad sneakers in such a good way.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
yeah.
We made my husband dress up like a dad for my birthday party
Like that classic.
last year because we did a decade's birthday party. And he wore jean shorts with dad shoes and a hot pink polo,
He
and
looked great.
he looked great.
He
It was
did.
so good.
Um, Mustaches coming back in fashion. I never thought I'd like it. Like
I don't think
my dad had one all of my childhood. When he shaved it, my sister cried. It was a whole thing. But like,
my dad usually has a mustache.
and so I was just like, I'm never gonna like it. I'm never gonna like it. Turned 30 years old and all of a sudden I'm like,
We're gonna have to insert a picture of my husband right here. His mustache is his pride and joy.
it's hilarious.
I hated it at first. I was so annoyed. And
He started as a joke
yeah, he started it as a joke. He
because
also started his hair as a joke. That's a whole nother story. And
what hair?
when
When it was
he
long?
first grew his hair out,
Oh,
I told him he wouldn't do it because he would hate it and da 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 da. And he did it for another decade.
yeah.
So, um, yeah, I thought I was gonna hate the mustache.
Hmm.
Now, if he shaved it, he would look weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
It would be odd. I do because he's in the military. We've discussed it before. Like they started allowing it, which is why he grew it in the first place. And now he just like pushes to see how far out of regulation it can get
Before
before
somebody says something.
somebody says something to him, and it cracks me up every time.
It also just looks so good on his face.
It does.
It makes sense.
Hmm.
Um,
If you made it this far,
don't hate us for our opinions.
yeah.
They're strong and they're right.
Hers are strong. I can be wishy-washy.
And she will, in fact, agree with you if you think she's wrong.
Not every time, but I can. The difference between me, I feel like we're getting into something else, but it's fine. We can end this. I can be persuaded not because I'm not strong-willed, but because I'm like, you make a point.
Yeah.
I don't live and die with my opinion.
Especially when it comes to fashion, I think there's points all the way around.
Yeah,
There is a lot of fashion trends I don't like on me because my body is different than your body. There's a
yeah.
lot of fashion trends that I think look fantastic on you. I would never touch with a 10-foot pole.
Do you have an example?
A crop top. Not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Like, follow, share, comment, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Please,
Please.
please go to TikTok.
Oh,
Follow
yeah, we
us.
also haven't mentioned our TikToks.
Nope.
We are on anywhere you watch podcasts or
YouTube,
listen, YouTube,
Spotify,
Spotify, Apple,
Apple. But also, you can find us on social media, and we have so much fun on TikTok.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yep. We're going to start making some TikToks that aren't just clips of these.
No, it's
It's
not.
the dot rogue podcast.
Yes, her, what
You
she
can
said.
find us there. But if you're interested in real estate,
Also, the Rogue team. That's us too,
yep, we're rogue all over the place.
in the state of Maine. Don't call us if you want to buy a house in New York. We cannot help you.
We can't. But we may be able to get a referral 20%.
Is that all we do?
We out.
I gotta pee.
Same. Thank God we got two bathrooms.